I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're well. I'm also well. I had a migraine a few weeks ago. I don't get them often enough to worry about, but I do get them every now and again. And I thought I'll go on Twitter, and I'll ask people on Twitter how they get rid of their migraines. Give us a cheer if you are on Twitter. Quite a few. And I got the usual sort of expected responses, and then my favourite one came up, and it said, 2 Nurofen and a wank. And it totally worked. Just push the throbbing down a bit. Thanks, at Boots the chemist. We do a lot of driving in this job. Something I've noticed increasingly more often, and maybe the drivers in the room can vouch for this, every now and again, by the side of the road, I'll see a bottle of wee. Have you seen this? A bottle of wee? What I'm assuming has happened is a man, I'm assuming it's a man, has been caught short, and instead of using one of the many facilities en route, has chosen to relieve himself, empty an empty bottle of Coke, empty bottle of water that he's had in the car, and then just casually fling it out of the window. Now, I assume it's a man. I know it's a man, because women can't do it, and I know women can't do it because I've tried. Twin jets. Just goes all over your hand. Sure, if you want half it to go up your fucking cardi sleeve, go for your life. But I think even if I could do it, and I can't, but I think even if I could do it, I don't think I'd litter it. I think I'd save it for the next garage and I'd pour it down the toilet like a civilised person. But knowing my luck, I'd get caught by the fella on the till. He'd be like, where are you going with that bottle of Lucozade? I'd end up having to pay for it. And then just to throw him completely off the scent, I'd have a playful swig on the way back to the car. How did you open that Mars bar so quickly? Oh, that's so lovely, like, no. But I read on an official form, a proper document recently, the term women's problems. And I thought, really, women's problems in 2016? I thought, why doesn't it just say periods or menstruation? There's nothing wrong with those words. Just say there's nothing wrong with the actual thing. It's a perfectly normal and natural part of life, nothing to be ashamed of. Seems peculiar to me. So what I've decided to do, and you can come with me if you like, I've decided to bypass the word periods if people find it so offensive, and I'm going to say this instead. So somebody says to me, are you all right? I'm going to go, oh, I'm clotting. For periods are really horrible, so gross and such a bad reflection of how normal it is. So if clotting horrifies you, I get it. So I've made up another one. This is lighter, a bit more playful. Maybe this will appeal to you a bit more. This is it. It's WY week because I'm making jam. Do you get it? Do you get it? Some of you are more horrified by that than you were by clotting. That's hilarious. I think I've ruined afternoon teas for all of us. Sorry about that. I read a good statistic recently that said that 67% of women, so 2/3 of women, don't bath or shower every day. And because I bath or shower every day, my first reaction was, that's disgusting. And my second reaction was to start sniffing my friends. And my third reaction was, well, if they're not doing it, I'm not going to fucking do it. But to be fair, I mostly bath or shower every day. Every now and again, though, if I'm running late or I've got an early appointment or I've slept in, I'll do instead what my mum would refer to as a flannel job. Now, this is a tip for the women in the room who do have pubic hair. The next time you do a flannel job, if you do it in a circular motion, you can afro it right up. It's really fun. It's not a joke. It's just a tip for you to take home and try. And in a room of this size, at least be like 20, 30 women. They'll be like tomorrow morning going, I'm going to have a go. I'm going to have a go. Massive pants. Said to me, you know, you talk about having hairy toes. I said, yeah. She said, you just mean the 2 big ones, don't you? I said, okay. No. Goes all the way along. Sometimes the little toe has more hair than fucking nail. You are welcome for that visual image I've just given you all. Take that home, pop that in your wank banks for laters. I've got a good duck fact for you. You might not know this. The duck penis is a corkscrew. So if you ever see a couple of ducks trying to have sex in the park, just give them a hand. Just give them a hand. And you know when he's finished, because his wings will go up like that.